Good morning. It is a beautiful day here in North Carolina, and today I'm going to try something completely different. I don't know what I'm going to photograph, but I'm going to photograph something today, and it's just walking through the forest. So come along and enjoy this adventure. So when you're on a grab bag adventure, you don't know what you're going to take pictures of. So sometimes you just stop along the trails and you see something that might make an interesting photo. And what I do when I see something like that, I take my cell phone out and I take a picture of it. The first thing I saw were these unripe grapes right here, and nothing about these grapes. Once I started taking pictures of it, it didn't seem to work at all. It just was very cluttery and it was just not a good image. But I did notice some white flowers with these yellow pistils inside of them, and they seemed really, really nice, and it seemed like something that was really interesting to me. So I decided to take some images of them. I did have some problems. I couldn't set up my tripod without damaging the environment around it, and so I handheld it. I had to advance my light meter about a half a stop. I did shoot at f9, but what attracted me to it is these wet petals of the flowers, just the kind of grayish kind of color of the white. It's just one of these images that I was just drawn to it. And when I did take a picture with my cell phone, I thought, oh, this might not be a bad image at all. So I don't know. Here are the images. I'm hoping they came out pretty good. Right now I feel really good about them. The reason why I do an adventure like this is that I'm trying to break out of my little box that I have here. And to me, wildlife photography is such a dynamic and huge industry that gives you so many opportunities. And I think a lot of wildlife photographers either do like landscape, they do animals, they do plants. They try not to cross over into different things. And today I'm trying to cross over into a little bit of a different environment. This plant that I'm taking a picture of is called a judeweed. Judeweeds are a native plant here to North Carolina. They're an extremely toxic plant to human beings, but they are a key food source for several migrating birds. This plant this time of year has these beautiful white flowers that are just incredible, and it's just drawn me to this image here. I think part of it is because of the nature of the plant, it being toxic. It's also the color of the leaves. They have these, unlike other leaves, these leaves are not a solid color. They have like almost like this camouflage pattern that's occurring on their leaf there. And that part of it because it's a plant that lives below the canopy of the forest, and it has to have a diversity of way of absorbing light. So that's why it's like that, but it's an incredibly beautiful plant, and I am excited that I was able to take a picture of this. So if these images are any good, here they are. To tell you the truth, I am way outside of my comfort zone. I really have some doubts about how well these images came out. You guys already know how they came out, but I don't know, and I'm having some anxiety about this. I mean, I'm going through this effort of shooting this video here, and will I go back to my house, look at the pictures on the computer and say, oh my God, were you drunk when you took those pictures? So I'm going to end the video here because I really want to see how things are going, how I'm progressing as a photographer. And one thing I got to say is that making mistakes is good as a photographer. I think it's generally a good rule in life because I have learned some of my most important lessons after mistakes I've made. So I want to thank you for watching. If you got anything out of this video, please give it a thumbs up. Please subscribe to this channel because that really helps us in the YouTube world. Become a Patreon supporter. Your support allows us to keep doing this. My name is Leahy. I want to thank you for watching.